It's on again.
Blood rolls
everywhere. Oh, they're banging in. Have a look at them. Smack crash. McPhee's in there. He's Vandenberg has given him 4. Vandenberg 6, 7. He has belted McPhee all over the park.
Has just kneed McPhee.
It is on.
Vandenberg has put the right knee into McPhee when he was on the ground.
He's got the claret McPhee splashing everywhere.
I think we've just cast the clock back 20 years.
But I just said the thing you've got to do is draw a line in the sand, and to some of these guys I just said you've got to make a physical stamp now.
Round 22, we're there and a big bump on Sewell.
That is a report.
Has been knocked
And it's
down.
on, boys. He's gone. Oh, look at Hodge.
Hodge and the Velvet Sledgehammer.
Matthew
Here comes
Lloyd
Dusty
hasn't moved.
Fletcher.
Matthew Lloyd has made a statement, boys.
Sewell has been knocked out flat on his back and has not moved, and there are fights going on everywhere. Every player in the centre
Still
square.
hasn't moved, BT.
Going straight back to Matthew Lloyd, the
Brown's
Hawthorn
got blood
boys.
all over him too, boys. Campbell Brown coming off the ground. Look at Campbell Brown in front of us.
He's
He
in
can't
all
walk.
sorts of trouble.
Mate, we're not going to forget in a hurry what Matty Lloyd did. He's done that a fair few times to us, and I think he's one of the biggest snipers in the game, so his time's coming.
Oh, there's a bit of history between these two, Bill. There is history with a capital H as we welcome you to the MCG. It is Hawthorn and Essendon. You just heard a couple of snippets of some big encounters in the last 10 years. And we can't wait for this one to get started. As I said, Hawthorn, Essendon, triple MCG, magnificent conditions for footy. It's going to be a big night. Bill Brownless is here, former superstar for the Cats. Jason Dunstall for the Hawks. Garry Lyon for Melbourne. The biggest names always in football. We've got Damien Barrett here as well. Doc Larkins we'll be hearing from a little later on when some medical issues need to be discussed. But I tell you what, Gaz, this is it's got all the makings.
Well, it has. It has, Jim, and I'm up. I've been looking forward to this weekend of footy for some time.
You
as
have?
You well
You've had
know.
a couple penciled in.
I have, and this is one of them, and then tomorrow back here at the MCG.
Yes.
But when I woke up this morning
What
and
did
picked up the small paper at 6 o'clock
Yes.
as I get up to do my Pilates, I sat there and I thought to myself, this has gone up another notch.
It has.
It's gone up another notch because, make no mistake, this is strategic, motivational work from the football director, Jason Dunstall. If you haven't seen it, in the small paper on the front, not in the back, down the
And
middle,
the back.
or in the comics, with him and Cyril Rioli in Hawthorn jumper. The Chief has wrapped his small, spindly arms, I have to
What's
say,
going on with those arms, Chief?
around Cyril. And I tell you, what that stuff we heard in the lead up to this puts pressure on a lot of people. It puts pressure on a big game player. And what Chief's done is he's put a target over his head as the director of the football club and over the head of Cyril Rioli. And I just hope in 3 hours' time he's not eating some humble pie.
What is the photo about, Chief?
You're a legitimate tool, Garry. I was rung by our media department saying Mike Sheehan's writing an article on 21 years of the AFL or something or other.
Golden era.
Yeah, it's something to do with the and he said, look, they'd love to get a shot of you and Cyril. I said, no problems, mate. Happy to help out because Happy Chief just wants to
Yes.
So I went and did the photo. We had a ball, we had a little muck around. Junior was in good form. Mate, get the paper. It's on the front page.
Yeah.
Does he look comfortable, Junior, do you reckon, Damo, in that embrace
Hey,
from the
no,
Chief?
he doesn't
He
actually.
giggled from start to finish. We did it with Dodge. You know Michael Dodge.
Yes.
Gary Ablett.
Photographer extraordinaire.
Does he look comfortable? Let me give you a little sample of what's been flying in on the Triple M Twitter. Please don't eat me. Where are my bananas when I need them? Never thought I'd get a hug from a gorilla. Oh, this is just ridiculous.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Well,
What about the back page with the feathers? Look at that. Remember that, Chase? You got
Chief.
the feathers in the back page.
That's a
Jason,
long time ago.
You're on the front and
seriously.
back page, though, Jason.
As a football-
It's a good effort.
It was not my fault.
You're the
effort.
football director.
I didn't take the photo on the back page, and I was asked to specifically promote
Well,
the AFL.
14 years after you
that's
retired, you're still demanding front and
You-
back page.
you
here.
know,
Aye, Chief.
Warrior's got moles in at that joint, and they said you rang up and said,
Yes,
I
I
want
did
some
hear
front
something
page stuff. And as the footy director, you have put a massive, massive target on the head
Now,
of Cyril.
Gary,
And you come in here
Gary,
regularly on a
Gary,
Friday night and
Gary.
say, what about players
Hey, listen,
doing big
hey, listen,
stories
Gary,
on
Gary,
the eve of a game?
Gary.
You're party to this,
It's not a
Chief.
big story.
You're party to
There
it.
was no interview.
It's worse than
it
a
was
big story.
purely and simply a promotional
It's worse
photo.
than a big story. It's
Do you know
a front
what?
page.
You have just
And
elevated
there's
yourself,
head
Gary.
wobble. Look at me, look at me, look at me. All over it.
Gary, you have just elevated yourself from tool to cranium of the biggest Richard kind of all
Where's
time.
Spud? We need Spud.
Hey,
You can
I was
deflect.
asked to help Mike
You
Sheehan.
can deflect all you
Happy
want.
to do it. It actually has nothing to do
Cyril
with tonight's
is
game.
feeling the pressure now
Oh, yeah.
like never before.
Well, you don't know Cyril very well, mate. Pressure's
I don't
not
know.
something that he bothers
Not
with.
as well as you. You're almost buffing him on the front.
Yes.
Hey, we're a tight mob out there. Don't worry about that.
Chief,
Family
Jim,
club.
Jim,
that's my understanding.
just happy promoting the game,
It's
mate.
my understanding that Dodgy came to you and you said, Dodgy, I'm happy to look at it as long as it's page 1.
Yes.
That's what I heard,
Yes.
Chief.
Front
There was a request that went
I
in.
honestly thought, Mike said, I'm just doing an article, can you help us out? No, I thought it'd be 6 pages in from the back.
Jim, you and I drove in and we pulled
Mind
up,
you, looks good on the front page.
we pulled up outside the Essendon rooms with Simon Goodwin.
Yes.
We got out and just say good day to Goody and we went in the rooms. On every locker, that
I
picture.
thought I saw
On
it.
every locker
Gary.
of the Essendon team.
Gary, you
we
have a
saw it.
responsibility.
We saw it in
Gary,
there.
now, Gary, you have a responsibility not to mislead the people that are listening.
Well, it looked like you.
You are going way over the top
So
in
does that.
terms of theatre.
Well,
What I am looking forward to, Jim, is,
Yes.
is a good night tonight. But,
Oh, yes.
mate, I don't condone any of that stuff that's happened in years gone by. That's a game of the past. That sort of
but
thing.
it was great entertainment when it happened, Chief.
Well, it was, but we shouldn't talk about that so lightly, I guess, because there were some pretty significant acts that happened in that
turn it
particular
up,
match.
Chief.
It's a lot cleaner
Turn
than
it
that.
up, Chieftain.
Well, your
Chief.
former teammate still thinks it's significant to what's happened to Hawthorn since. And
Who's
it's,
that?
your former teammate Dermot Burton still
And-
talks about
And great friend.
the line in the sand
And
game
close
being
mate.
crucial to where Hawthorn has come in the past 5 years.
And brother in arms.
Draw whatever analogy you like, Damo. Go for your
Well, I know
life.
you're good mates.
Yep, look,
Did you tell him to do that?
what?
Dermot?
You're both on the board at
Did
that
you
time.
tell him
You're
to go
both
down?
marched down.
Oh, yeah, I must have been struck.
I'm
for him to go
asking
down.
you.
Did you. Look, Vander said he didn't actually say specifically go out and whack
Well,
people.
he said
was
he
just-
did. He said draw a line in the sand. Don't you believe him?
What did he say then?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
You told him to.
Oh, Chief.
I did not. Listen, your theatre's going over the top, Wolf. And I've just about had enough.